I love you both very, very much, and I'm thrilled that you're both here. Now, Jessica, let's start here. You and your husband, Justin. I didn't realise, what date did you get married?
October 19th.
Oh, OK, so we were in September, but we're both coming up on a 10 years of marriage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to me, which I don't think I know this story. How did he propose to you?
It was so nice and so sweet and so unexpected. I had no idea it was coming. We were in Montana on a piece of property that we owned at the time. We had snowboarded all day. It was in the middle of the winter. Waist-high snow. We were head to toe, snowboarding outfits, hats, gloves, everything. And we go up to the property to just check out, you know, how the foundation is looking and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, he gets down onto his knees and just sinks into the snow. And then he looks up at me and pulls up this ring. And it was the most lovely, surprising.
You had no idea it was coming?
Hilarious. No.
Bold to go skiing with a ring in your pocket.
Yeah.
That is not a decision I would make. That can only backfire. That is
I never thought about that.
It's only if you're some kind of maverick.
Wow, I never thought about that.
Do you know what I mean? Who's, you know...
Yes, I mean, I should have thought about it because I had the huge glove on. So I was like ripping a glove off.
For the first time, I'm questioning Justin Timberlake. Now I think about it. I think this is a nuts way to propose. But I love that he did it.
Confidence, I guess.
Yeah, well, he is not lacking in confidence. That's why we love the chap. Now, David, I want to talk to you about this. You posted this photo. This is you and your daughter, Harper, at a party. I'm guessing, because of the openness of your shirt, it was like a 70s-themed party. Would that be right?
Well...
Would that be accurate?
No, I'm 70.
OK.
But this shirt situation is we were going from the daytime bar mitzvah to the nighttime rager. And then I took off my coat, and my mom goes, "Where's the picture?" And so I go, "Harper, we got to do it again." So I put the coat on, but I already started to take the shirt off. So it wasn't really on purpose. And believe me, I got a lot of flack on Instagram about it. But
this was a fancy bar mitzvah by the look of it.
It was Sandler's, yeah, your buddy.
My pal.
Yeah, Sandler's, that's how I met her.
Adam Sandler's daughter's bat mitzvah.
Years ago.
Yeah, Adam's daughter's bar mitzvah. I went to the other one. I took my daughter, Harper. She lives in the Midwest. She came out, and she was 10 at the last one. So now she's 13, and, you know, but all the other girls are, like, between 13 and 16. And she's, like, you know, just from the Midwest, and they're all like from Euphoria. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
They look 28. They're all like,
nightmare.
They're running around like, are these 28? The kids?
Yeah.
And so they're running around, and there's some celeb types, and then she, you know, she kind of is pretty cool about it because she doesn't care. And then she saw Jennifer Aniston, and she freaked out, and it was very cute to see some her get excited about someone because she doesn't know me. So she goes, "Jennifer Aniston," and so Jennifer got a picture, and it was so nice to her. And then I go, "I'm a pretty big deal," and she goes, "What do you do?" And I go, "I do." She's kind of flatlines, you know. I go, "What?" I was in Grown Ups, and she goes, "Yeah." And I go, "Well, that's a pretty big one." She goes, "If you say so." And I go, "Okay. It's on TBS all the time." She goes, "Ooh." I go,
which is the right response.
Yeah.
That is the right response if you're saying it's on TBS all the time.
I know, I realized that was
the right response.
Best argument.
Yeah.
But then I tried to show her clips of other stuff, but she was fine with Jennifer Aniston. So, yeah, it was really fun. Just a whole shindig, and, you know, they have Halsey and Charlie Puth sing. It's just...
Oh, wow. Yeah, this is why I got to get out of Los Angeles. This is the reason. This is why. Because my kids, if I start going to these things, my kids are going to, like... We're still like, yeah, no, we're going to be in the park.
No.
With a pizza.
Your kids are going to figure out you're rich. And if not, I'm telling them. Because they're like, why is Harry Styles at our house every day, and you know, and Meghan Markle, and you're like, oh,
you do need to get out of LA. He's going to out you guys.
Got it.
I mean, you've got two sons. Are you stricter with your children than your parents were with you? Were your parents strict? How did they keep you on a tight leash?
I mean, in some ways, yes, and in some ways, no. I grew up with an indoor trampoline in my living room. So,
right.
Not really, on some level. And then, you know, like a beer at a party was a hard no.
Right.
So I didn't get in trouble for jumping from the second story onto the trampoline and then swan diving onto the couch. But I did get in trouble when I rolled in at home and tried to go up the stairs without saying hi to my mom. Have you done that before? Where you're like, but good night. And you just as fast as you can. And she's like, breathe in my face. Breathe in my face. And I'm like, and she's like, you're out. And then she does the thing of like, wait till your father gets home. And then I'm in my room in a puddle of tears.
Oh, God.
Because the disappointment is worse than anything.
Yeah, it is.
It really
when
is.
my mum said to me once, wait till your dad gets home, do you know what I did? It was about 11. I went upstairs and I sat in my room for an hour. I was so terrified. And I heard the door go, door shuts. And I went and I got the Bible. I got a children's Bible and I opened it on the bed. And I lay on the bed and Dad came in and I went, oh, hey, Dad.
So good. See, I didn't have a Bible around.
What about you? Were your parents very hands-on? What was it like in your house?
No. When my mom said, wait till your dad gets home, we waited about 12 years.
Right.
I said, I've got some time. But, no, my dad sort of split when I was 4. But it's hard to be a single mom because we had 3 boys and we're all, like, in Arizona. And she's working all the time and she doesn't know what to do. And back then it was a little looser. And sometimes if she couldn't find the neighbor or a sitter, we would, this sounds bad now, but she would drop us at the end of the desert with our guns, and then she would pick us up 7 miles away to Chevron when she got off work.
7 miles away at a Chevron.
So we would just have a lunch, each had a gun, bullets, and like Bactine in case everything went wrong.
That sounds like the good old days for sure.
And by the way, when it works, it's great.
Correct.
Yeah,
it absolutely does.
Never had a problem. So it was like shoot, rattlesnake, do whatever. And then looking back, they wouldn't do that today. I mean, the way. You don't even have to be a helicopter parent. It's just probably not a great idea.
Now, Jessica, we got to congratulate you on your brilliant new show, Candy, which is based on a true story. For anyone who hasn't caught it yet, tell us what it's about and who you play.
Okay, so I play this woman named Candy Montgomery. It's set in 1980, Wiley, Texas. She's a suburban housewife, God-fearing pillar of the community, beloved by everyone. Couple kids, great marriage, or seemingly so, normal person. And she, one morning at 10 a.m. on a Friday, commits a horrific act of violence against one of her good friends. And then goes through the whole situation in the courts and has a crazy outcome. So it's a fascinating true story with complex female characters, and it's really exciting. I really love the show.
Is it a 5-parter?
Yeah, so it's a 5-episode.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look what I know.
Limited. Fancy pants.
It's a 5-parter that's stripped across a week. Each episode drops on a day, which I really, really love that they've done it. I think the show is brilliant.